Hey, BookTube Sean here, and today I want to do a book review video. I want to start doing more of these. I know I've said that in the past and then they haven't come. That's mostly because the books haven't gotten read. But I do want to start doing more book review videos. And a lot of them, I'll admit, are going to be horror. Because I have a couple of series in mind where that's concerned. So today I want to do a book review of Jonathan Janz, The Siren and The Specter. I was sent this as part of the Flame Tree Press's inaugural ARC box, which I have a whole video of showing those titles. But this is the first one I've gotten read. Unfortunately, that box came. I started reading those right at the time that I went into my big slump, and I just wasn't reading nothing. Except for like graphic novels. So I had gotten about 100 pages into this and stalled out, not because I wasn't enjoying it. Guys, this is probably one of my top 5 books I've read this year. I absolutely loved this book. And I read his novella Witching Hour Theater earlier this year. I talked about that on the channel, and I really loved that. And he is very quickly becoming a favorite horror author. Yeah, this book is right, because you guys know how much I loved Kill Creek. I've talked about it a lot. Like this, I almost want to say it would battle Kill Creek for my #1 spot this year. This is about David Kane, who is a supernatural skeptic, and he gets commissioned to check out this famously haunted house called the Alexander House that his a childhood friend and his wife have purchased. They are hoping to get him to find something supernatural in the house. He is a well-respected author of skeptical supernatural books. But they're hoping that he actually finds something and they can capitalize on the famous skeptic finding evidence of supernatural in the Alexander House. But this house is also in the town where his former love killed herself after he broke up with her. So not only does he have to contend with the ghosts of the house, but also the ghosts of his past. The character work in this is second to none. Seriously, I really can't find much flaw in this book. This is just going to be me gushing about this book. Jonathan Janz has a way of writing characters you care about in horror, even characters that aren't necessarily likable people. Like, David Kane is not necessarily a likable guy, especially throughout most of the book as you're reading about his past and what he's done in his past and the relationship with the former girlfriend. And he's not always necessarily a likable guy. But then there's moments where you just root for him, and he enters into your heart, especially with dealings with the neighbors next door and the way that they treat their children. He wants to get those kids out of the situation that they're in, and you start to care about him and what happens to him, and he doesn't waste effort on the side characters either. I mean, it's not waste. I'm saying that wrong. It's not wasted effort on the side characters either. A lot of times you'll have one good character and then the side characters are just kind of, they're there, but there's no depth to them. Every character in this book has depth and an arc, and you want to know what happens to them. And you guys know, with my theater background, I am a very character-driven person. I enjoy just a good, fun story, too. But when you hook me with characters, and characters that I care about and have grit to them, and backstory and heart, then you really get me. And Jonathan Janz really got me with this. The horror is good, too. Don't get me wrong. It's not all character. there are some definite, let's put it in the books in the freezer terminology. There are some definite freezer moments in this book. So I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Jonathan Janz, The Siren and the Specter. That's it. That's all I've got to say about that. I've gushed about it for about 5 minutes now, and anymore I'm just going to be repeating myself. Thank you to all my subscribers. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you pick up this book, and I hope you stick around. If you want to stick around, hit the subscribe button so you'll be sure to know when I post new videos, and I will see you all in the next one.